Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks and giving. Wow. It's all about happiness. When you give thanks, when you give gratitude, thank you. Thank you for what I have. Thank you. You can't be happy and sad at the same time. When you're grateful, you can't be sad. So focusing on thank you and gratefulness will bring us happiness. And then when you're giving, when you're really truly giving, you're coming from a place of love. And what you give, you get back. So when you're giving from love, you get love. So Thanksgiving should be all about joy and happiness and giving love and caring and sharing. Hasn't always been that way. Consuming, Black Friday, football, turkey, stuffing, stuff. I say we should stop being consumers and consuming and make giving and loving and caring the focus. So Thanksgiving was declared a national holiday in 1863 by Abraham Lincoln. I think it was a distraction for all that was going on in his time. But really what happened was back in the 1600s, we had 63 pilgrims and about 90 Native Americans came together to have a little Thanksgiving dinner. And that was a coming together. Well, isn't it funny that right now, we're not giving thanks with the Native Americans? There's a small group of people that are standing up with the Native Americans that are standing up against international oil corporations and banking that are running an oil pipeline through their sacred lands, through their burial grounds, and over their water. When the oil pipeline breaks, it'll leak into their water system within 5 minutes. Insane. So this isn't fair. This isn't right. They tried to run the oil pipeline up by Bismarck, but all the people stood up against it, and they moved it down to the Native American land. Take advantage of treaties, old treaties, and whatever else. Bad. Wrong. We can't do that. So we, the people, have to stand up for the rights of Mother Earth. Ansel Adams said, "It is horrifying that we have to fight our own government to save our environment." Ansel Adams was this amazing photographer who loved Mother Earth. And we have to too, because human nature is nature. It is our right. If we want to be on this planet, we have to think beyond just today, just making profits and oil and whatever. Water is life. If we go to Mars and we're seeking life, we seek, is there water there? And then we'll know if there's life there. This crazy thing of oil and coal destroys this little tiny layer that we have out there, this ozone layer around the Earth. Without that, we don't have air. So water and air. So when the Native Americans say we honor fire, that's the sunshine. Water, that's life. Air, that's hard to live without. And earth itself, that's the soil, that's the nutrients. Fire, water, air, and earth. They also say we honor the 4 directions with these 4 colors. And these are the root races: the black, the white, the red, the yellow. The black people, the red people, the yellow people, the white people. We honor all. They say we're all coming together like fingers of the hand. We need each other. It's the colors of the rainbow. So I'm excited that there are people standing up to help the Dakota Access Pipeline not continue. And this is a big fight for the lives of 7 generations. They look into the future of 7 generations and how it affects your children, your children's children, and on and on and on until we get to 7 generations. Have you considered that? Or are you just considering the money you're making today off the profits from oil and coal? It's insane. It's an archaic technology. Dinosaurs. If we took that land where the oil pipeline is run, and we put solar panels along there, we would have plenty of power. We're insane. Wind. Solar, wind, geothermal, tidal, These are all in harmony with nature, much more than blowing up a mountain, taking the coal, or taking this Canadian tar sand oil, pumping it through a pipeline using water, fresh water, to pump it through. And what comes out on the other end is tar and sand and dirty water. Well, what happens to the sand and dirty water? Didn't think of that. And we're using the fresh water from Canada that could come down a stream or a river. We're using that to just pump oil. Pretty insane. So rethink what you're supporting. Rethink your thanks. Rethink our environment, our lives, our generations, our future. Rethink how we are in relations to our relatives. We need to all come together and love each other. We need to do what's right for all people. I say that ethics must overcome ignorance, greed, fears, and the powers or patterns of old. These powers of old, the money powers, the banking, the oil, they're old. It's a dying dinosaur. Let it die. Move it along. We can replace all this with other fuels. We have to keep up with the rest of the world. Germany, they've already done it. We're 10 years behind now. Wake up, join the rest of the world. We can do it. So I always end these things with laugh more, worry less, love all, and do it with gratitude for all. Let's give thanksgiving. Thanks and giving. Unify. I love you.